This is the third video in a series on remote control socket outlets using voice control. Here's our setup, which I'm going to demo today. I've got an ESP8266 running on a Wemos board here. It's talking to a 433 megahertz transmitter, which is the actual frequency which is used by these remote control socket outlets from Energini, 433 megahertz RF. They're not the 2.4, so they will not be able to be directly operated from the Wi-Fi we've got. We have to power them with these 433 megahertz transmitters. On this side, this isn't needed for the project. It's just for demonstration purposes to show you the received RF signals using a 433 megahertz RF receiving board here onto the Uno, so I can show you actually on the screen a serial COM port on what's actually getting transmitted. For this exercise, we're going to be issuing voice commands from an Amazon Echo here, and I am going to be displaying them here. What we've got on the screen here, we've got the Uno sketch, which is just the receive sketch. Here we're going to be seeing the receive commands, the commands that are actually seen by the RF receiver. This is the Wemos sketch running here. This is the 8266 sketch, and here are its commands which are going to be issued out to the socket outlets. For this demonstration purpose, I do have one of the socket outlets which is powering my screen, and it's going to be acting as my power source for my TV. So without further ado, let's see if we can issue some commands from the Echo, and we'll see what the effect is. I've also got a small OLED screen here attached, so when the actual laptop screen is powered off, we can actually see the command still here. You see, at the moment it's just showing me my SSID for my hub and the IP address which I've assigned to the 8266. Let me clear my screen off on my 8266 and open a clean serial port so we can see from scratch what's going on. We'll open this COM port so we can see the commands what are going to go out here. Okay, I'm going to focus on the Uno so you can actually see when a signal is transmitted, because the screen is going to go off, and I'm going to say, Alexa, turn TV off. There you see the Uno flashed an LED on to show it's transmitted. My screen has gone off because the socket outlet we're talking to has gone off. The actual command that was issued from the 8266, here you can see TV state off. So let's put our screen back on. Alexa, turn TV on.
Okay.
There was the signal. We can see the socket outlet has now been powered on, and the result is our screen is back alive. Now we can see here from the Uno, we can actually see the commands that were transmitted. This would have been the first one to turn the socket outlet off. This is the actual binary command that was committed. There's the decimal equivalent, and this was turning the socket outlet back on. Here we can see almost the same as what we saw on the OLED screen. The TV state was off and then back on again. All we've done here is to replicate this binary code. 26 and 27. If we look in our sketch here, we can see in the Wemos sketch we've got turn TV on, which is 27, and the off command is generating this decimal code 26, and those were the codes that were transmitted. Here we have the web interface, which is able to run on your mobile phone, etc. And we wanted to do the same. If we wanted to turn our TV off, we can do it from the key here. It generates the same RF signals via the web interface. As you can see now, I've just turned it off. Our socket outlet has powered off. Let's go back to our web interface and we shall power it back on again. And there's our signal back, our socket outlet is powering back up, and here's our screen booting back up. So we are back online. I just wanted to demonstrate there the simplicity of the web interface. Obviously these are now additional socket outlets which you can actually put on there if they are Wi-Fi or 43 megahertz. You see I've got 2 or 3 devices here. I've got my whole AV system on here which I can turn on and off, which turns all my socket outlets on and off. And you can have multiple sockets on the same on the same signal, so you can actually have one on and off command like TV, which can actually turn on 2 or 3 of the same sockets. Well, I hope that was of some interest. It's very cheap and simple to get up and running, and we will pop this up onto the YouTube so that we have a broadcast available.